Well, hi everyone, and welcome back. Welcome to 2022 as far as Your News Today is concerned. So thrilled to be back with you tonight. Glad to be behind this desk. The last couple of weeks have been rather hectic, but a lot of good things have happened. Today's been a very productive day, and you'll start to see those, and we'll talk more about those later on as the days go on. But regardless, the bottom line is good to be starting off the year with you tonight. Hope everyone had a safe and happy new year and continues to throughout. We will tonight go straight to headlines because we have a lot of ground to cover this fourth day of the year. A new weather and other warning system for McGoffin Countyans, replacing one that just wasn't cutting it. We also have a new head coach of McGoffin County football. We'll meet him in just a few moments. We have a woman living in McGoffin County, I should stress, jailed tonight on charges of attempted murder after a stabbing earlier today. And COVID numbers. Terrible COVID numbers. We will get to those as well. We will, however, first turn to McGoffin County Judge Executive Matt Wireman. Code Red has been in McGoffin County and other parts of Kentucky and the nation for a number of years. A weather alert warning system that has just not been cutting it as of late, says McGoffin County Judge Executive Matt Wireman, and has now been replaced, he says, with a new, more diverse, more capable, more accurate system that's been tested over the past number of days and weeks by the county. This new system offering weather and other alerts with a variety of different functions. Alerts for your specific location, regardless of where you are, if you allow it to do so. It can even give first responders vital information like your medications, medical conditions, details about your surroundings as well, if you let it. Judge Executive Matt Wireman tells us more about the system tonight, as has been officially announced and put online, and the ways, either by app or online, that you can get onto Smart 911 and be protected and know about weather and other emergency alerts.
The company that we're switching to, we believe, has a more reliable, a more timely, and a more user-friendly platform for the citizens to log on and to use their app and to do those kind of things. You know, one of the things that we ran into with the past provider was that the timeliness of some of the alerts, or even if they even came. Talking to some surrounding counties that have switched to this platform, that it seems to be more reliable and it's more it's less expensive. So if we get the same services for half the cost and have better reliability, we believe it to be the smart thing to do. It's going to take a little while to get it set up. We're going to start. We've already tested it. It's working fine. It worked fine over the weekend, even with the alerts that came out for the flooding. We got those alerts on this new system, and we didn't the old. And the old one still goes through February. So that was a definite plus. But again, this hopefully will be an upgrade, and that we'll be able to better inform the public. We'll be better able to inform our emergency responders. This system, when you log in, not only will it send out the weather alerts and all those things, but we'll have that information that you should choose to put in there. To be able to help our first responders when they come out in emergency situation.
Other information such as what, mind you?
It has an entire list of items that can be put on there. It's in an additional upgrade that as we enhance our capabilities communication-wise, you can put down your medicines, your illnesses, you can put down the layout of your home, where your heating source is in case of fire, your electrical source, how many pets you have in your home. It's got a lot of options on there when you get onto the app or online that you can fill out that data, and it's on a secure server. But should you call in from your 911 address and have an emergency and we send out the first responders, in the future, not right now, if that data is in there, it'll be able to be sent immediately on to the first responders, which may help when they get on scene if they already know some of that critical data. Don't know that we had that with the prior provider, and it's an additional suite. We got to do this basic thing first. We got to get all the names and phone numbers and emails with the new 911 data. We could have migrated the code red information to this new system, but doing that, knowing that the bulk of the initial information that was put in there is the old 911 addresses, nothing's going to sync up. So that's why we're making this push now for this new system. Everything will be new and fresh. I've got multiple options for people to get signed up. There's an app called Smart 911. There's an email or an online address. You can email me here at the judge's office at mcgoffinjudge@gmail.com. You can call the office here, 349-2313, and we'll make sure that all the information gets on there. Or we can provide directions so that you can do it, so that you can have a login and all those things on your own.
You know, it's obviously proven. We lived it several years ago. Western Kentucky is living it now. And for a number of reasons, the weather is a factor in our life and can prove and has proven to be dangerous. I do not think there's any question at all that we need to have this service. We need an improved one, I think, is also certainly valid, as you and I have previously discussed. I think the big hurdle is going to be getting everyone to sign up and go through it again and take just a few minutes out of their time, as negligible as that is in the broad scope of things. I'm going to do it first thing when we get off here, just so I don't forget. But I think that's going to be our hurdle. It only works if we get everyone to do it.
Right, and I think though with the advent of social media and the advertising part of it, we'll get the word out to a lot more folks sooner than in the previous with the previous one, because at that time there was a lot of it was media advertising and word of mouth. I'm optimistic that we can get a lot on quicker. But in order to get everybody on, everybody's got to take that time, as you said, to take one of the options. We're more than happy if they want to call us and give us what information they want to give us, so that they can get it on the mobile alerts on their phones, or calling your house, or send you an email, or send you a text. However you want to be alerted, we have those options. And not only will this send out weather alerts whenever there's imminent weather dangers and warnings and those kind of things, but it provides us the opportunity. I can get on, all I got to do is call a number and put a code in, and I can broadcast a message out if there was to be, say, a bad wreck on the parkway, and tell everybody to avoid that, or if there's some kind of chemical spill or just anything like that in the area. We can push that data out real quick on voice and on text. So there's a lot of opportunity here, and there's opportunity to grow and upgrade. As one of the things that I'm looking at doing right now is upgrading our communications for our first responders in the county to the digital format. And right now we have a couple of towers, and one in the north and one in the south, and they have multiple antennas and multiple repeaters, multiple maintenance and multiple failures. And we're looking at consolidating all that into one repeater that broadcasts multiple channels across one system, and it being digital, but that takes time and it takes money. But we're hoping to be able to do that in the coming months.
It's as simple as going to your app store on your device, finding the Smart 911 app with the little green icon and the lock in the middle, downloading it, opening it, and then putting in some basic, easy, general information. Or you can go to smart911.com. If you have any problems, any issues, it just doesn't work right for you as far as getting registered, call the judge's office. They will walk you through it and get you online. But it only works if you register. It can only potentially save your life or that of someone in your family if you register. A lot more to cover tonight. I'll be right back. Parkway Pharmacy, as always, promises the quickest service with the very best care and prices, and to always have someone there to talk to when you have a question. With 3 pharmacists, curbside, drive-through, and call-ahead service. Parkway Pharmacy in Sayersville, 349-4400.
Where you can always talk to a pharmacist when you need one.
SSI and disability cases are harder to win these days. You need all the help you can get. If the government has turned you down, I will not. Many factors are considered when a claim is being processed, like your age, education, physical, and mental disabling conditions. When it comes time to winning your disability case, you should not face a federal judge alone. You need an attorney who is experienced, determined, hardworking, knowledgeable, and dedicated to helping you win benefits that you deserve. If you need help with your SSI or disability case, call me, Donald Wayne McFarland, and let me go to work for you.
At Sayersville National Bank, they know your house is much more than your home. It's an investment, and for many of us, the biggest we'll ever make. And whether it's for needed repairs and maintenance, or a new addition or renovation to give you some more room and more equity, let Sayersville National Bank deal with all the financial work and worry. Real and real competitive, hometown, homegrown, home improvement loans at Sayersville National. Our new Magoffin County football coach coming up in just a few moments. Right now, a Magoffin County case today involving a man stabbed while he was asleep. A woman charged and currently sitting in the Big Sandy jail under attempted murder. And an investigation ongoing with still no apparent motive. Here's what I know at this time. That ambulance was transporting a stabbing victim from this residence. This residence located right in the area of the Ivington Trestle, just next to the turn-in to Dry Bread. It was there that the Magoffin County Sheriff's Department, assisted by or with the Kentucky State Police, responded around 10:30 this morning to a reported stabbing. When sheriff's deputies arrived on the scene, they made contact with a man who was on his porch holding his neck and chest, telling authorities that he'd been stabbed 3 times and that the accused, a Shauna Emmons, was the one who had stabbed him while he was sitting on his couch. Deputies said they made entry into the home and made contact with Shauna Emmons, who was sitting on the couch but was silent, refusing to speak to officers. I don't think she gave them a statement the entire time they were there on scene or during the investigation to date. A female at the residence told authorities that 3 of them had been asleep. A male, a female, and a small child. I think the mother and father of the child. And that female was awakened by the man screaming for help. And that the female saw, as her eyes opened from being asleep, Shauna Emmons standing over the man with a knife in her hand, just having stabbed him at least 3 times. Before he finally kicked her off of him, and she fell on to the baby. The stabbing victim actually was stabbed again when he went to get the knife out of Emmons' control before she ran out of the room and threw the knife down in the living room and then sat down on the couch. Before she got up and went for the knife again, and the female that lived there tackled her and got the knife away from her and then took it to the kitchen, which is where it was when police arrived. Shauna Emmons is said to be a relative, a cousin of the couple that lived there, at least the female of the couple, and again gave the couple nor authorities a motive for the attack. I'm still trying to get an update on the condition of the victim, while authorities have stated that they're already taking or planning on taking this case before the grand jury, perhaps as soon as this week. COVID numbers tonight. The holidays, of course, are always a bit of a learning curve, if you will, for lack of a better term, in regards to a lot of people being around each other for the holidays, and of course not a lot of testing going on. Now, of course, those numbers kind of piling up the first few days. Regardless, taking that into account or not, today's numbers from the state are indeed the highest ever. We have set for 2 days in a row, I believe, a new record, and that also goes for the state's positivity rating as well.
Hey everybody, it's Andy. Unfortunately, today I have to report the highest number of new cases from any day in this pandemic at 6,915 new cases of COVID-19, and we are at our highest ever positivity rate at 21.74%. Omicron is spreading like wildfire throughout Kentucky. Everybody needs to get vaccinated and boosted. And folks, you have got to be wearing a mask when you are in public places and indoors right now. Not because anybody's telling you have to, but to protect yourself and to try not to spread this to other people. We are seeing a surge, the likes of which this country and this world have not seen in our lifetimes. And while we hope the data bears out that it is less severe in its effects than Delta, if this many people continue to get Omicron, it will fill up our hospitals and it will create challenges for others who need care. So we're asking you to do your part to make sure we don't lose another 21 people like we have on today's report. Get that vaccine, get boosted, wear that mask, and make sure it's a good one. This is what we're currently up against. Thank you.
Taking a look at the state as a whole via the incident rate map, numbers are skyrocketing. We've just got 4 counties which aren't in the red, and most all counties seeing an increase. The majority certainly, and that includes the viewing area. Pulling in on Magoffin and Johnson, and our neighbors, Magoffin County is just barely below an 80. Johnson County just below 49. Floyd is 72.7. You can see the rest of our neighbors. The Magoffin County Health Department yesterday reported out 15 cases over the course of the weekend. Today, a total of 28. Breaking that 28 cases down for Magoffin County reported just today. 5 of them were kids. 2 of them were breakthrough. We currently have 2 people hospitalized in Magoffin County. Johnson County yesterday, however, just yesterday, confirmed 94 new cases, still 71 lives lost, and they went from having 7 people hospitalized on the 31st to 19 in the hospital today, less than or right at 4 days later. I'll introduce to you the new head coach for Magoffin County football in just a few moments. Right now, let's see what's happening on tonight's Magoffin Farm Bureau calendar. This in from our friends over at the Water and Wine Food Pantry. They are open tomorrow, 9 till noon. You must be in the parking lot by 11:30, and they say, please, you must bring your food pantry card with you tomorrow because they have to re-enter each and every card because they've got a new system with God's Pantry. So tomorrow, 9 till noon, be there by 11:30. Don't forget your pantry card at Water and Wine. Don't forget to use my calendar every time you've got something you need everyone to know about, and of course, that includes birthdays and anniversaries too. Just get that information to me any one of these ways you can or like, and I'll tell everyone about it. Funeral service announcements provided nightly by our friends at the Magoffin County Funeral Home tell us that services were held today for 82-year-old Janice Sue Arnott of Sagersville. She passed away Sunday at Sagersville Nursing and Rehab, survived by her daughter, Renee Shepard, brothers Sheridan, Richard, Joey, Jeffrey, Samuel, and Timothy Arnott, and her sister Linda Conley, 5 grandkids, and 3 great-grandchildren. Again, services held earlier today for 82-year-old Janice Sue Arnott. Services will be held Thursday afternoon at 1 for Liberty Faith Hackworth of Sagersville, who passed away on Saturday at Highlands ARH, born on the same day. To Daniel and Amanda Watkins Hackworth. She's survived by her parents and 4 brothers, Jesse Knox, Jacob Hackworth, Caleb Hackworth, and Langdon Hackworth. Sisters Sarah Knox and Alexander Hackworth, Emily and Madeline Hackworth. Funeral services again Thursday at 1 from the Magoffin County Funeral Home. 47-year-old Lizzie Fletcher Robertson of Hager Hill, formerly of Magoffin County, passed away Sunday at her home, survived by her son Ricky Fletcher, daughters Ramika Owens and Courtney Dunn, brothers David and Christopher Fletcher, and sisters Kathy Stevens and Becky Perkins, and 8 grandchildren. Services to be held Friday at 1 o'clock from the Magoffin County Funeral Home. Visitation Thursday evening. Arrangements incomplete at this hour, but pending for Mary Wallenhale Steigerwald of Lexington, formerly of Magoffin County, who passed away on today's date.
Appalachian Wireless has a plan to make your life simpler. Forward pay. No contract, no credit check, no problem. Plans start at just $19.99 a month and include unlimited talk and text. Add 3 gigabyte of data for only $29.99 a month. 6 gigabyte of data, $39.99. Or take it to the max with unlimited data plus, only $89.99, which has 50 gigabytes of high-speed data. All the features without the long-term commitment. It's forward pay because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
It's all right. We know there's going to be a lot of boxes open between now and Christmas. It's all right because we know what one of your favorites is going to be. Sure, it's here year-round, but for some reason, pot pies seem to taste a little bit better this time of year. Get one now at your Sagersville, Lee's Famous Recipe. Call the pros. All Pro Gutter Works specializes in seamless gutters, vinyl siding, metal roofing, replacement doors and windows, remodeling or adding on to your home with free and fair estimates backed by decades of happy and return customers with guaranteed satisfaction and 18 months 0% financing. All Pro Gutter Works, 349-9999. Seasons are changing. Don't get caught in the cold. Call McGoffin County Heating and Cooling now. They have super affordable rates. They service all brands. They are a certified platinum American Standard dealer and installer and available with 24-hour service at 349-1058.
After weeks of several, I believe more than a dozen applications being submitted for the head coaching position of McGoffin County football, those applications were looked over by a formed athletics review committee. McGoffin County High School Principal Brian Conley says that taking into all considerations to what the school was looking for and needed in carrying on with momentum and achievements left behind by Chris Gamble, Coach John DeRosset from Prestonsburg was named today to the helm of McGoffin County football.
Coach Gamble, we were sad to see him go. He brought a lot of passion. He brought a lot of spirit. I'm 100% confident when he left. I felt like he had poured his heart into the program. He had built a lot of good relationships with the players, with his coaching staff, and he had the program heading in a direction that we liked. Coach DeRosset, his resume is about as robust as any resume that you would want to see in a coaching applicant. He brings with him 30 plus years of coaching experience at the high school level, at the college level. And of course with that experience comes not just the X's and O's. He comes to us well seasoned as a man and a mentor who knows how to build good relationships with the players. He knows how to build partnerships in the community. He knows about effective communication with the parents. His college recruiting connections, I'm sure, would be at an optimum level that we are totally pleased with. And we're just lucky to give him the driver's seat and see where he can steer us. And I really feel like he can steer the program towards maybe success that we've never seen before. We were seeing that with Coach Gamble, but we're looking forward to seeing where we go with Coach DeRosset.
As for Coach John DeRosset, he has a long resume, a lot of accomplishments on both sides of the ball. It goes back to him being one of the last in the graduating class under Coach Haywood at Prestonsburg High School. He even worked for Haywood at Belfry for a couple of years, loving triple option football, smash mouth football. He was an assistant coach at Prestonsburg High School, head coach at Betsy Lane, came back to Prestonsburg, was their head coach for 22 years, and put in 3 seasons coaching at the University of Pikeville. You were in a McGoffin County hat, Coach.
Yes, sir, and I'm excited to be doing that. You know, I've always looked at this program and the community and the enthusiasm, and they're winning football games. And the middle school program, I hear so many good things about it. And I've been up subbing today and met some wonderful kids in the classroom. And I said, it's not like you're getting an outsider. I'm 15 minutes down the road. I got cousins in McGoffin County. I know most people here, and it's been a great reception today. Just kind of came in on a cold morning, walked into a class to sub, and it's been a fun day.
We do. We had to, rightfully so, brag on your predecessor here, Coach Gamble. But he, and not just he, but you've got some kids. You've got some young kids coming up that might be a few years away before they get to you, but they really do. We have an establishment here that we're excited to see you being a part of.
Well, that's like when I was over here during my interview and talking to Coach West. He said, "Coach, you wouldn't believe how much football is played on this field up here with our younger guys and with our high school team, of course." But I'm excited for that. I'm a full-time guy. I'm going to be at every middle school game, every grade school game. Some of the grade school coaches have reached out to me. And again, this is my first day, but I'm going to start having lunches with them, meeting with them. And I just want every young man in McGoffin County to know that we want him in a football uniform and give it a try. But it has so many great people reach out today, and I'm going to get back with you tonight. It's kind of been a whirlwind. You know, I kind of knew a couple of days ago I was probably going to get it, but when you get here and everybody knows it, and Linda and I are excited, my wife. When you get Coach Durosset, you get a football family. They'll all be here. I know the last place I was at, Midland, there's probably 15, 20 people showed up every game for me. My wife's never missed a game. So my family's excited. I'm a blessed guy to be here. But when I see the talent coming up, it's amazing. We're going to have a little meeting tomorrow night here in the foyer at 7 for any returning players, any young man interested. If anybody in the community just wants to come out and meet me, we might even have some pizza here. But we got a big basketball game tonight, so I don't want to interfere with that. And then on Tuesday 11th, we'll have our first off-season workout, and we're going to get started. Some of the guys were up in class a while ago, and I said, guys, we're going to hit the ground running, going to fill out some information sheets, going to tell you who I am, and we're going to get about the business of football at McGoffin County. Somebody asked me upstairs, said, what are you going to do on offense? I said, score a lot of touchdowns. What are you going to do on defense? I said, young man, we're going to not give up too many touchdowns. So I think that X's and O's take care of themselves, but like I told Mr. West and Mr. Conley in the interview, I think culture is everything about the program, and I think that's one thing that I can pride myself on. And I think once we get through the spring here in the summer, they got a great culture anyways, but I want to add to it, maybe take it to a new level, and just so excited. Great community. I've been out in it the last couple of days, and everybody's excited about not only McGoffin County football, but all sports programs. You got a beautiful high school, a beautiful facility. I'm just a blessed guy to be here.
Again, tomorrow evening at 7, a gathering. Anyone interested in playing football, parents and guardians as well, are asked to meet in the foyer at the McGoffin County High School. The coach says he will have a detailed workout calendar and player information sheets, and returning players or any person interested in playing football is invited and encouraged to be there. That's tomorrow, 7 o'clock. On Thursday, individual meetings with players and their parents at the football office will be from 3 until 10 in the afternoon and evening. And then next week, January the 11th, on Tuesday, it's time to get to work. The first workout after school, 3:15 to 5 o'clock. We'll be talking more, of course, to Coach Durosset. And again, congratulations. Well, we take off a few days for the new year and come in, and there's snow. Possibly some significant snow in your Licking Valley RECC outlook.
Indeed, quite possible. I'm just going to kind of throw that out there for now. I'll go into a little more detail, and then we'll focus on it a little closer tomorrow as it gets a little closer to us 24 hours from now. Pretty decent day out there today. We saw some sunshine, upper 40s, and some light winds out of the south. Clouds will be on the increase tonight, more so than not. Winds dying down to about 3 to 7 miles per hour for the next few hours. Look for a pretty decent day tomorrow. Hump day, partly sunny, 48 degrees. Southwesterly winds, 8 to 14 on average, up to 24, 26 miles per hour. So breezy but sunny, and upper 40s again tomorrow. Then things change. More on this tomorrow, but tomorrow night, late, mostly cloudy skies, a low of 26 degrees, and your Thursday, it could start picking up early. A chance of snow showers early Thursday, 10 to 1, and then maybe some rain and snow mixed. We'll see right around 35 degrees for daytime highs. So right in that bubble where some flakes early, maybe some mix. Right now, early snowfall amount calls for 1 to 2 inches of snow on your Thursday in totality. Thursday night, that is not a misprint. That is 14 degrees. If it snows, it will stick Thursday night, or at least stay around until Friday and throughout your Friday, because we will not see freezing
for your Friday. We'll see that the snow is gone, but we'll see only 27 degrees and a low of 8 Friday night. That will be the coldest we've had thus far this season, certainly this year. Mostly sunny and clear Friday, but bitter, bitter Arctic air coming up behind what could be a couple of inches of snowfall on your Thursday. Could be more, could be less. Again, more on that tomorrow. As for more on your forecast for your weekend, 47 will recover, certainly. It's hard to get much colder than that for your Friday forecast, but sunny skies and then showers as we are way out of the snow temperature range. 47, a 60% chance of showers. That is late Saturday night, leading into most of your Sunday when we hit around 54. There's another dive after that where we see 37, 38 for Monday and Tuesday. It'll be full of sunshine, but colder air, dry air, but colder air. So when I see you back here tomorrow night, more on just how much snow we might actually see. More on the chances for some snow when I see you back here tomorrow night, as well as we will have more on a lot of other important news and information. Good Tuesday to you, and thank you for watching.